outside of work and through the food allergy mom world, but I was hoping you could introduce yourself for everyone else.
Sure. My name is Sarah Fry. I am a mom of 2 little boys, a 5 and a 3-year-old. Both have food allergies, anaphylactically allergic to a long laundry list of things. I am also a full-time working person. I'm on the marketing team for a large healthcare system. And then I also manage a Instagram and TikTok accounts that basically chronicle my life as a food allergy mom and through a rigorous allergy treatment program that my older son is in. And there I really get to share all of our tips and tricks, but also like the really, really hard parts about life that surprisingly a lot of people can relate to when it comes to allergy things. I've also been able to meet people and create a camp for food allergy families to be able to go and kind of be free to live and be a kid or be a family together safely. So something that maybe a lot of food allergy families wouldn't typically be able to do. And then I'm also starting a podcast that we are going through and talking about all of what food allergy life has to offer, both as a person living with food allergies and then also as a mom to children with food allergies.
Excellent. And so I guess let's talk more about that social media presence you have and how it really is has grown organically. What do you think that is?
I think going back to all the things I just listed, I mean, I don't have a lot of time or energy to be anybody but me. So I think authenticity, especially in a space where you're talking to moms, they appreciate that. I know I do. I know I follow people that I feel like are just giving me the real, the raw, the good, bad, and the ugly. And so I very much try to be that resource for allergy parents who feel like maybe they don't have someone down the street. They don't have an allergy mom best friend. So a connection, a trust is being built there, which is funny because it's social media, right? Like it's not me and you sitting next to each other. It's digital spaces, but again, food allergy life feels so isolating sometimes. So to have somebody saying things that you're feeling in your heart and your head, I think it's really helpful for people. I started the account about 2.5 years ago, and it was because we were going on vacation. And as you know, as an allergy mom, when you leave your house, you're leaving safety. And so I had to do hours and hours of research to feel like I could leave my house and my child would be okay. Where were we going to eat? Where were we going to stay? What activities could we do? How far away from a hospital were we? And so as I was doing all this work, I thought to myself, well, geez, I could share this so that the next mom who's coming to this same place, trying to do these same things, maybe it cuts down on their workload a little bit and saves more time for them to be able to go and be with their family versus on a computer trying to figure it out. So I started just posting about that, like the things I was doing to make our family safe and to kind of cut back on some of the work for anyone who were to follow me. And then beyond doing that, I realized that when I was posting about like, oh, I did all this work, I'm exhausted, this is really hard. Or if I said, you know, I ran into this issue, this is how I handled it. Or if I said, like, I cannot go another day because I am just beat down by the reaction we had yesterday. Or I feel like a failure. I feel like I can't do anything right. You know, sharing those feelings is what people really clung to as, again, I am not alone in this really, really hard journey. Motherhood on its own is extremely difficult. But if you add any sort of extra thing, extra need, it really, really feels impossible. And it feels really hard because it is really hard.
It really is. And how do you bounce back from those days that are down and those times when you were doubting how you're handling it or doubting your energy levels?
I think I've learned over time, not in the beginning, to give myself the time I need to process it. I think as a recovering perfectionist and people pleaser, I very much felt like I needed to bounce back. Exactly that. I needed to get up and go and, you know, get over it. And what I realized is when I tried to do that, I didn't feel better. I didn't get better. It was hard to actually truly move on. But when I allowed myself time to feel everything I was feeling, to be really mad that this is my situation, to feel really sad that there was nothing I could do about it, to feel really like life was unfair, that why is my child having to navigate this and live such an abnormal existence when he didn't ask for it, he didn't do anything wrong. And then therefore my life has forever changed too, because I only want what's best for him, what keeps him safe. And so instead of just telling myself, I can't feel these feelings, or, people have it much worse than you. Yeah, of course. Someone's always going to have it worse. Someone's always going to have it better. And that's not what it's about. It's just instead allowing yourself to feel those feelings of sadness, of jealousy that other people can do other things you can't. And to say, it's okay to feel that, but it's not okay to wallow there. So feel it, let yourself get through those emotions, and then name some things that are wonderful. My kids are very healthy kids. I mean, yes, do they get sick? Yes, do they have food allergies? Of course. But we live a very full and happy life because we are doing the best we can and making the most of the opportunities we do have.
What do you wish other people knew about life as a food allergy family?
I think when you get diagnosed as a food allergy mom, it feels like a tidal wave is hitting you. I think I would tell anybody who's getting that diagnosis to just hang on, that a lifeboat is coming and it will expand and get bigger. Your world won't always be so small. You're going to figure things out, whether it be the products that you can use, the people you can lean on, the resources you can find, whether it be a label company or anything else. And I think that if you're not a food allergy parent, the thing that I would want somebody to know is that we just simply ask for basic understanding and accommodations in public places. So we don't expect as food allergy parents that the world is going to cater to us. I don't expect that everyone is going to remove milk from public settings because my child has anaphylactic contact reactions to milk. I have to care for my child, and I get that. But I think just having an understanding that like our life is a little more challenging, and having some kind of patience and just a little bit of accommodations to help make sure that my child can not only be safe, but be included and live life as he deserves to.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us today. And if everyone wants to follow you, what's your handle?
It is Food Allergies OTG, standing for On the Go, on Instagram and on TikTok.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Casey.